Hey, I'm Tony Moreland, and this is the Samsung Developers Podcast, where we chat with innovators using Samsung technologies, award-winning app developers and designers, as well as insiders working on the latest Samsung tools. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 5. On today's show, I'm joined by Maria Lai, founder of Skimble, the company behind the mobile fitness app, Workout Trainer. Not only do we chat about getting their start through the accelerator program Rock Health, but also integrating with Samsung Health to become a launch partner and collaborating with the Made for Samsung team. Enjoy. Hey, Maria, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, Tony. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So let me first ask, who is Maria Lai?
Oh, gosh. Let's see. I am a health advisor, investor, and entrepreneur. I am Asian Canadian turned American. I live in Salt Lake City and San Francisco part-time. And I love to travel around the world wherever I can to rock climb and explore and discover new cultures.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. So I understand that you got involved in tech at a young age. Tell me about that start.
So I got started, I would say, mostly when I started high school, and I had access to some of the tech-focused groups for youth in Canada. And so I went through and did some of the courses out there, started taking my first programming classes. My parents got me my first computer, actually, when I was in elementary school, and that maybe sparked my interest even earlier on.
Sure.
But then eventually I went to study computer engineering at the University of Waterloo in Canada, and then I took a bunch of different co-op internships in the tech field around the world.
So you said that you did some internships during those times. What were some of those industries that you were involved with?
Yeah, so there was a good variety, I think. For me, I explored different tech verticals. I think I started in a CAD software company, and then I moved on to aerospace and automotive. I even dabbled in HVAC and semiconductors. So kind of sampled, which I think, while you're young, you might as well and figure out what you're most passionate about.
Sure. Now, obviously, you're very passionate when it comes to having an active lifestyle. Was that the motivation for you to then think, how could I create some sort of active technology company?
Oh, absolutely. I was involved in athletics, I suppose, from an early age. Dabbled in figure skating and gymnastics, and eventually I got a chance to represent Canada at the World Cheerleading Championships.
Wow.
And, nowadays I mentioned I love to rock climb, so I do that quite frequently. And yes, all of those experiences in living an active lifestyle definitely inspired me to blend my background in technology and health together to form Skimble.
Now, how long has Skimble been around?
I've been working on Skimble and tinkering on fitness applications for about a decade now. We started developing fitness-focused applications during the advent of the smartphone and the smartwatches.
Yeah.
And, those connected devices really were a critical part in sort of adoption, a mass adoption for folks, because it's not that easy to have a personal trainer day to day, but, having an app you can pull up on your phone is super convenient and, if anything, affordable and personal.
Yeah. No, I think your timing was great because that really was the beginning of the big fitness push when it came to wearables. So let's talk about the beginning of Skimble. First, I need to ask the word Skimble. I love that as the name of the company. Is that a play off of the word skill in nimble? That's how I see it.
At first, I wanted to get nimble.com, but truly gone are the days when you get perfect, words. But I thought about Skimble because Skimble was the name of a nimble cat in a T.S. Eliot poem, Skimble Shakes, also in Broadway, the Broadway musical Cats. So Skimble was actually becoming available. It was on back order. So I got it on back order. It was expired. And, sky plus nimble was sort of my blended word.
Sure.
But yeah, skill as well. Sure. Lots of great words in there.
So I understand that you guys were part of an accelerator program called Rock Health. Tell me about that.
We were. We got into Rock Health during our earlier days, and they provided us with a grant access to group office space in San Francisco.
Nice.
As well as a mentorship program that was about 4 or 5 months long. And during that time, we were able to kind of focus on different aspects of digital health and connect with potential partners and that sort of thing. So I think it's a really amazing ecosystem that has really blossomed in the industry.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a big help for you guys to get things started. So you had mentioned that program was based in San Francisco. Is that where your headquarters is now?
To some extent, yes. But I would say we are quite remote and all around. Before, we were located in the Ferry Building. I don't know if you've been there before,
Yes.
but it's pretty iconic.
Yeah.
We were upstairs there. But then we started thinking about, the lifestyle that our team wanted to pursue, being able to have access to the outdoors and all that good stuff. So we decided to try to make our team as remote as possible. And so we still kept our studio multimedia space in San Francisco in the Mission, but then we gave up the Ferry Building and we did a lot of video chats and team meets wherever we were. And so this was actually pre-pandemic, believe it or not. And
Okay.
so when that hit, we were all pretty much set up.
Oh, that was nice. Really, really good timing for such an unfortunate pandemic event.
Yeah, right. The silver lining.
Exactly. So how many people work for Skimble?
So we have a pretty distributed team of mostly contractors. We work with quite a handful of internal personal trainers, and we have over 1,000 trainers on our platform who develop the training programming for our team. And we've got different folks across the globe focusing on various roles in the company, such as we have our marketing manager in Australia, that sort of thing. So
Sure.
I would say we're a lean team, but we have a great network.
So let's talk about your flagship app, Workout Trainer. Tell the people out there, what exactly is Workout Trainer?
Workout Trainer offers thousands of follow-along multimedia workouts led by expert coaches. And we also offer a personal training network if you want to find a one-on-one online coach.
Nice. Yeah, I know. I have used the app before. I love it. Unlike just clicking play and watching a video, there's a lot more, personal data that you get. I love the fact that you see the in-progress calorie burn. That's sort of a fun, motivating, piece of data that comes to me as I'm working out.
Absolutely. It's funny you mentioned the heart rate feedback and that sort of thing. Some of our most active users are using the application with their connected heart rate devices, mostly the smartwatches that are available on the market today. And it's remarkable to see the progress people are making by just doing their workouts and coming back to maybe their go-to workouts, and they can see, their heart rate or the reps change. You can log all of that information in the application, and you get performance stats as you make progress.
That's wonderful. Now it's not just for folks like myself that are wanting to get a great, fitness routine going, but you also are bringing on, you had mentioned contractors. So if you are a trainer that would like to bring your workouts to a larger audience, this is where you guys are inviting trainers to come join the platform, correct?
Yes. So when you launch the app, there's actually a little tab called Trainers. You tap there. You can follow any of our trainers for free. And if you find, one trainer who particularly inspires you or has a background and skill set in a specialty that you're looking for, you can recruit that trainer to help you one-on-one. And they can send messages to you, workouts, and even a full complete training plan. So that's been really nice to connect these folks together.
That's great. So let's talk about the relationship with Samsung and Skimble. Talk about how did that first start?
Sure. So a little while ago, Samsung reached out to us, interested specifically in our health integrations. And it was the Samsung Health team that contacted us, and we became one of their launch partners in their ecosystem with various health app developers. And they came to our office in the Ferry Building, and we met several times. Then we actually went to Korea to meet some of the health team there. Samsung has a big headquarters in Mountain View, as well as Korea in Seoul. So we were able to kind of meet the key folks there. And since then, we've been remote and working with the folks on the Made for Samsung team and also within the health team.
Now, last year, you guys won the 2021 Best of Galaxy Store Award for Best Wellness App. What did it mean to win that award?
Yes, that award was really, really wonderful to receive because, during the last few years, as you guys know, it hasn't been easy. And when folks aren't able to go into their gyms and meet their favorite trainers or even their workout buddies at the gym, I was really personally very thankful to be able to offer folks and do our part to give them the workouts they wanted in a safe place when life was a bit more unpredictable. So it really was meaningful to receive that award, and we're very grateful for kind of the journey that we have had with Samsung as an integral partner.
Yeah, I think the timing of that award and where we were at in the pandemic really just showed the value of Workout Trainer and really what the what the people out there wanted to see and use. So tell me, are there any unique aspects or optimizations to the Galaxy Store version of Workout Trainer?
Oh, yes. So we have a special Made for Samsung version of Workout Trainer. So if you go onto the Galaxy App Store, you can just download Workout Trainer for Samsung. And this version of the application is tailored for all the latest Samsung smart devices. You've got a unique offering here, so you can get access to some exclusive content such as workouts, as well as oftentimes we do some promotions. So you can actually unlock our Pro Plus membership if you sign up with your Samsung account. And then further, just to add, because we have such a good relationship with the Samsung health team, all that data that you're doing, you can share between applications. You can have that sort of a large overview of your health profile within the Samsung Health application as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. So let's talk a bit about the development of the app. What is the workflow? What is the process for you guys when you created Workout Trainer?
I guess for starters, we use kind of agile development practices and a lot of brainstorming. We currently use Android Studio, and we host all of our content in the cloud. And on top of that, obviously, we use the latest tools within the Samsung SDK IDE kind of environment.
Sure. So when you first created the app, how long did it take? Is this an app that took, a long time to create, or was this something that came pretty quickly and easily to you?
I would say that the first very early version of our app took about 6 months. But as you guys know, app development is never as straightforward as you would like, and you're always evolving your app and making it better and better. And so throughout the years, we've added more features, tightened up our flow, improved our UI, UX experience. So, it all depends on what your app is aiming to do and offer, and try to use, the best tools possible and rev on it. And keep in mind that people like good user experience. So even if it's a utility app, you have to think about your customers and get their feedback early on.
Yeah, the one thing that I will say about when I used Workout Trainer was the UI was wonderful. I mean, it's because you're in the middle of a workout, and so you want something that is simple and easy to use with just a nice, clean interface. And that's one of the things that stood out for me with Workout Trainer.
Well, thanks. It's always a work in progress.
So let's talk about discoverability, because I know that is one of the hardest parts. I mean, it's one thing to go and create an app and build it and publish it, but the hardest thing is to get people to actually see it and use it. So what have you guys done related to discoverability?
For us, we have different channels to get discovered. A lot of it has to do with being partners with certain discovery channels, but also with our community. So for instance, people can do workouts and invite their friends and challenge them to workouts. So sort of creating that word of mouth has been very helpful for us, get discovered through a grassroots approach. And then also, sometimes we have different partners where we can sell our app into verticals, like within healthcare or corporations or specific areas or times of the year for instance, Samsung and Skimble's workout trainer can do sort of a collab or a promotion period.
Yeah. And I'm sure you guys are using the Galaxy Store badge. Is that correct, to help promote it and point people directly to the app on Galaxy Store?
Yes, we are, for sure.
Wonderful. And I'll make sure to include a direct link to that in the show notes, for not just that, but for many of the other areas that we're talking about. I loved what you said as far as, inviting a friend and building that community, because I know when it comes to workouts, a lot of times people don't have the motivation to do it themselves and they need to be held accountable. So, if you find a friend that says, hey, if you work out, I'll work out. And when you guys can work out together, and sort of motivate each other to work out, that's what really gets you into a good routine as far as fitness. So how many people would you say are using Workout Trainer?
We've seen over 30 million users come our way. And, on a day-to-day basis, we're seeing tens of thousands of workouts being completed. And these are, long form workouts. So
Yes.
People are not just going into our app and, jumping away. They're actually finding good content, relevant content for them to do and play for a long period of time, be it, 5 to 20 to even, 45 minutes long.
That's wonderful. That is great. And that is one of those key things when it comes to, for app developers. They want to create an experience where someone is not just coming in, and like playing a game for a few minutes and then they're gone. Retention is such a key component to, creating a successful app. How do you guys generate revenue?
Workout Trainer is a free application, and we offer in-app purchase subscription. That would be the Pro Plus membership option. So That's offered at $6.99 a month, and it's a reoccurring subscription. And we also offer our one-on-one online training platform. And the trainer sets the price, and on average, it's between $50 to $200 a month, and we take a platform fee.
I love that you offer that opportunity for people who want to really, find that personal one-on-one trainer, but yet your app also is available at an affordable price just for the general community. I think that is great, because it makes it easy for people to give it a try and see if they like it, and then decide maybe they want to, get more involved with the app.
Oh, for sure. And sometimes our trainers offer one-on-one training with free trials. So we offer a free trial period as well.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give developers looking to bring their app to Galaxy Store?
Oh, I would definitely encourage folks to get on the Samsung platform, because as you guys know, around the world, there are so many people that are using Samsung devices, be it the smartphones, tablets, or the smartwatches. And so being on the platform will just bring more visibility to your application, and
Sure.
It's an opportunity to grow your user base naturally.
Tell me, what is in the future for Skimble?
So we've focused on creating great content, and we're going to continue doing that, working on providing a platform where people can access more multimedia content, from trainer created content, workouts created and led by your famous, YouTube fitness celebrities, and so forth. So for us with Workout Trainer, we want to create and serve the best content for you. So that personalized experience where you can have instant access to follow along content for your fitness journey.
That's wonderful. This past year, there's been a really big push for diversity and inclusion. Tell me, what is Skimble doing related to that?
I think from the start with Skimble and growing our early team, I always wanted to have a group of great folks, not just like industry people, but trainers and everyone that has been involved, to reflect the people who are actually using the application. And so, I was not specifically seeking out extreme diversity, but by just me wanting to talk to all kinds of folks from, around the world, trainers who had, a focus on high intensity training versus Pilates, yoga studio style backgrounds. And we have so many different trainers demonstrating our exercises. Our exercise database library, I believe, has grown to be the largest out there, with trainers who are very diverse. They
Sure.
look like me and you and other folks who use the application. So I hope that the application offers content that feels diverse in the type of content it provides, and also the friendly faces who are demonstrating the exercises.
That's great. So recently we did a blog feature on you for International Women's Day, you know, being a woman leading a tech company. Tell me, what advice would you give young women looking to start a career in tech?
You know, more than ever before, women are breaking barriers. So, you know, having their voices heard within tech, within athletics, within all sorts of fields, you know, having women be out there doing the work that they love, living their best life. And if that means, you know, being a leader in technology or, you know, a developer, an engineering manager, there are so many roles within tech that you could pursue. And if you have an early appetite for some of the math and science classes, you know, a technology career could be for you. So just pursue it and explore it, and you could be your own boss even. There are so many opportunities now, more than ever, I would say, where you can have the mentorship and support and encouragement from not just, you know, the leaders, your male counterparts, the females in the space who maybe have been there for a few years. Even for me, you know, I do like advising and investing in women-led companies. It's something that inspires me because I want to see the young females take charge and create amazing products for our future generation and, you know, my children even. I'm excited for the future and what it can bring for all folks.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful. And that blog, I'm going to link to it. It was a great interview. You actually went into great detail on some of these areas that would really help inspire women and young women to really get started into this tech industry. So Maria, it was excellent to chat with you and learn much more about, you know, Workout Trainer and all the great things that you guys are doing at Skimble. Let me ask you, what is it that you do for fun when you are not working?
Well, I have 2 kids. They keep me quite busy on my off hours. We are doing a lot of different activities. For instance, over the weekend, I took my son to his first gymnastics class, and then we went skiing because we're in Salt Lake and it's the end of the season. He went down his first black even. So,
oh, wow.
You know, just seeing the young guys, they're leading the charge there, and I'm just trying to keep up. In addition, when there's a little downtime, I do like to have some folks over for home cooked meal and a board game or two. So I actually like playing strategy board games. So that's one of my little known passions as well.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I love a good time with friends, food, and fun games.
Exactly.
Well, hey, Maria, it was great to have you on the podcast. I really enjoy you taking the time to chat.
Likewise, Tony.
Looking to start creating for Samsung? Download the latest tools to code your next app. Or get software for designing apps without coding at all. Sell your apps to the world on the Samsung Galaxy Store. Check out developer.samsung.com today and start your journey with Samsung.
The Samsung Developers Podcast is hosted by Tony Moreland and produced by Jeannie Sue.